I'm Rich Crampanis. Welcome to First Energy Park, home of the Lakewood BlueClaws, the Class Low A affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies. Coming up on BlueClaws Insider, we'll take you around the park to give you a taste of what it's like to enjoy minor league baseball here on the Jersey Shore. But first, let's get started with the business of baseball. The BlueClaws playing good baseball right here in May. The highlight, a 4-game series against the Rome Braves that produced quite a thriller in the finale of that series. One of the most exciting games of the 2014 season came back on May 20th. The BlueClaws wrapping up a 4-game series with the Rome Braves. Lakewood saw a 3-0 lead disappear with a 4-run Braves 8th, but the home team gets the equalizer on this Carlos Tocci RBI single to tie the game at 4. Then, in the 9th, the BlueClaws get some walk-off magic courtesy of outfielder Dylan Cousins.
So 0-1 has to deal with a winning run at first. And the changeup is hit high in the air to right and deep. Ferret's got a chance. Back goes Reyes at the track, at the wall. Got a home run! Dylan Cousins, a walk-off homer. A 2-run blast, and the BlueClaws win it 6-4. Dylan Cousins flips the helmet, jumps on home plate, and Lakewood wins it 6-4. They take 3 of 4 from Rome. For Cousins, it is his 5th home run of the season. It is the 19th home run of his career, and it is the first walk-off home run for the BlueClaws since Michael Franco on August 20th, 2012.
The BlueClaws' 6-4 win over Rome gave Lakewood 3 out of 4 against the Braves' Low A affiliate, and for Cousins, his first walk-off homer as a professional.
It was crazy. I mean, it's pretty much everything that you think it's going to be. I mean, everyone's excited, all riled up, and then you get to go celebrate at home with all your teammates, and you just won the game. So it's probably the best feeling you can get as a baseball player.
Well, I knew it was long enough right when he hit it. The only question I had from my angle coaching third base is it fair? I got the worst angle ever. You know, I'm looking that way and I'm thinking, you know, please be fair. And then I kind of started walking down the line toward home plate, and I could tell it was going to stay fair. And I was watching Cousins too to see his reaction because he's going to let me know. And it's a nice, you don't see that very much in the South League, especially at our ballpark, as big as it is.
The Rome series saw the BlueClaws play some of their best overall baseball of the 2014 season. Former big league hurler Les Lancaster is the BlueClaws pitching coach, and he saw Lakewood starters provide 4 quality starts against the Braves. Drew Anderson started the series with 6 strong innings, giving up just 1 run and striking out 7. That was followed by 6'8" Ronfi Casemiro, who at one point in his start against Rome struck out 5 straight batters. Casemiro fanned 8 and gave up just 1 run, picking up a win. The 4 BlueClaw starters combined for a 1.71 ERA against the Braves, striking out 25 batters. Second baseman Andrew Pullen delivered throughout the 4-game series against Rome. He was 7 for 15 with a homer, 4 runs, and 5 runs driven in. Catcher Williams Astudillo was also 7 for 15 against the Braves over 4 games. He raised his batting average to .368 on the season. 2013 Phillies first-round pick J.P. Crawford missed 5 games with a hand injury, but came back for the final 2 games of the series to show why he's one of the top prospects in the Philadelphia farm system. Crawford was a scorching 5 for 9, raising his batting average to .343. We'll hear more from J.P. later on in the show. One thing's for sure, there's always something going on besides baseball here at First Energy Park. TJ Bryan of Shore Sports Zone looks back at Bark in the Park during the Rome series.
Ah, the sounds of the ballpark. On this dog day afternoon, First Energy Park had plenty of pooch chatter for Bark in the Park.
Oh, we missed it last year, so I thought it was a great chance to get the kids out. And after all the rain, it turned out to be a beautiful day, and we got to bring Thunder out.
Actually, the grass here, and just to bring the dog and have family here and see our hometown Blue Claws maybe win a game.
This is Hank. He's 3 years old bulldog.
Hank, do you like the BlueClaws?
It seems more fun before you actually get here with them. And then you got a little extra work, you gotta watch him, then he's gotta get up.
I think he's enjoying it though.
It was the hottest ticket in dog circles. On this day, no staying home. They get to enjoy the ball game too.
Well, I have a 6-year-old as well who loves the baseball game, who loves the bounce houses. And this is also my fur child, Barkley, who I love to bring out to activities. And this is perfect. We get to come, we do the event beforehand, we do the vendors, and then we come in for the game, we walk down the field, we did the parade of dogs, and now we just get to hang out.
When you get down to it, man's best friend isn't too different from their owners. Some wanted to make a fashion statement. Some had their favorite spots to watch the action, and they rave about the food. Thunder, what's your favorite thing about a BlueClaws game?
Sneaking hot dogs. He already got one today.
It was my hot dog.
It was, operative word, right? In Lakewood, TJ Bryan for Shore Sports Zone.
Time for us to take a break. When we come back, a conversation with Blue Claw skipper Greg Legg and why he's happy to be back leading Lakewood. That's when Blue Claws Insider continues.
Taking a chance here, put it in Astudillo's hands, and he hits a high pop in the shallow right center. Out goes Miranda, the second baseman. In comes Oliver on the run to make the catch. Tagging at third, Pullen. He's coming home. The throw on a hop, skips past the catcher. Pullen runs into the catcher, sprawls for the plate, and touches up with his left hand. He is safe. On to third base goes Carlos Franco. Pullen collided with the catcher Caratini, who came up the line to field the errant throw. But Andrew is okay. He gets up. He had to crawl to the plate and dive on it with his left hand and get some high fives as he returns to the dugout.
My name is Greg Jamborisi. I'm in my 6th season as the Blue Claws Director of Media Relations and Broadcaster. You can listen to Blue Claws Baseball every day on 1160 and 1310 WOBM AM, BlueClaws.com, ShoreSportsNetwork.com, or on your smartphone. Here are 5 fun things to keep an eye out for when you go to a Blue Claws game here at First Energy Park. 1, Buster. Our big yellow furry mascot is everybody's best friend, and he's the biggest Blue Claws fan of them all. Blue Claws debuted back in 2001, and since then they've won 3 South Atlantic League titles, welcomed over 5.5 million fans to First Energy Park, and 57 players who played for the Blue Claws have gone on to play in the major leagues. Coors Light Rat Trap out in right center field is a hoppin' spot every Thursday night when we have $1 beer and $1 soda plus 50-cent wings. That's Thirsty Thursday at every Blue Claws Thursday home game. One of my favorite parts of the night is the pork roll, egg, and cheese race. It happens at the end of the 4th after every game. We are the only place to feature Racing's breakfast sandwich. In 2010, the Blue Claws retired Ryan Howard's number 29. The Philly first baseman played here in 2002. And then coming up on Monday, June 9th, we're going to retire Cole Hamels, number 19. The 2008 World Series MVP was a Blue Claw in 2003 and pitched to an ERA below 1 in a Lakewood uniform. We hope to see you out at the ballpark. Go Blue Claws!
Thanks a lot, Greg. The Cole Hamels retirement should be a special night here on June 9th at First Energy Park. Hamels, the Phillies pitcher, will be in attendance for that ceremony. Greg Legg thought maybe his managing days were over. After all, the last time he was a skipper in the Phil system was back in 2007. But Legg excited to lead the 2014 Blue Claws in his second stint as the skipper here at the low A level. The Phillies are in Greg Legg's bloodline. He played nearly 1,200 games in the Phillies farm system from 1982 to 1994 and has spent 20 more years working with Phillies prospects in the minors. The original Lakewood Blue Claw skipper in 2001, he's back as manager after spending the last 5 years as the Blue Claws hitting coach.
It's crazy. I hadn't done it since '07, so I'm really enjoying myself. I got a good group of players. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Get treated great here, and it's a lot of fun for me right now.
Working at the low A level, Legg wears many hats in getting the young future Phillies ready for the climb up the ladder to the big leagues.
You do a little bit of everything here. You're patting them on the back, you're getting on them a little bit, you're pushing them, trying to get them to go a little harder, and then you're there when they need someone to talk to. I try to be here for them as much as I can in all those facets of the game. It's a very creative level of baseball. You're introducing them to the way the Phillies want to do things, how we're going to go about our business, and in a lot of ways how to be a professional.
Legg knows all too well the struggle of chasing the dream of playing in the majors. He got there himself for 14 games in 1986 and 1987.
It's something you never forget. Every once in a while you brag to another coach or something, but you rarely to your players. I've had a couple of them ask me, and I'll abbreviate what I did in my time there. Very short career. I call it cups of coffee. I had about 22 cups of coffee.
He respects the game too much to brag on his major league accomplishments, but facts are facts. He was 9 for 20, hitting .450 in 1986 before 3 games in 1987. Greg Legg's career major league batting average, .407.
I was fortunate enough to have teammates like Steve Carlton and Mike Schmidt and guys like that. And probably my biggest bragging rights is I got a base hit. I'm 1 for 1 off Greg Maddux, who's in the Hall of Fame. So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he's never going to get me out either.
What was that at bat like? I mean, did you?
Oh, he was a Cub, and at the time he threw real hard, and he hung a curveball and I hit it. And when he pitched for the Braves, he no longer had a curveball, so I got rid of one of his pitches.
Legg says he doesn't talk very much at all about his Crash Davis moment in the big leagues. He hopes the players he's working with can have their moment to contribute to the Phillies down the road.
Well, one of the best things you get is our season ends a little bit early. And September 10th, you're sitting on your couch and flipping channels and you're watching the Phillies play. And one of the guys you had in Lakewood 3 years ago is now in the big leagues making his debut or something like that. It's a real good feeling.
Time to step away. When we come back, J.P. Crawford is quickly climbing the ladder in the Phillies farm system. A profile of the 2013 first-round pick when we return.
Come out to First Energy Park in June for BlueClaws baseball. On Monday, June 9th, the BlueClaws retired the jersey of Cole Hamels. The Philadelphia Phillies pitcher played in Lakewood in 2003, and the World Series MVP returns to First Energy Park to see his number join Ryan Howard as retired jerseys. Plus, kids eat free. On Wednesday, June 11th, get ready for the World Cup. The first 2,000 fans, 17 and under, get a USA Soccer t-shirt, courtesy of New Jersey Natural Gas. On Father's Day, what better present for Dad than to take him to the BlueClaws game against Hickory? After the game, bring Dad out on the field and play some catch at First Energy Park. And on Thursday, June 19th, Buster has some competition. The world-famous Philly fanatic makes an appearance in Lakewood when the BlueClaws take on the West Virginia Power. To order your tickets, visit BlueClaws.com to enjoy America's pastime and the Jersey Shore's best time.
And the pitch on the way. Hit high in the air to right and deep. Way back goes Reyes. Turns around. That ball gone. A home run. A solo blast onto the berm and right for Andrew Pullen. His 4th of the season. And the BlueClaws lead it 7-1.
Welcome back to BlueClaws Insider. It was just a year ago that J.P. Crawford's life changed forever when the shortstop was selected in the first round of the Major League Baseball amateur draft by the Philadelphia Phillies. Being a top pick comes with a lot of pressure, but so far, Crawford's proving he's got the goods to be a fixture in the Phillies organization for many years to come. Call it ironic. Last year, J.P. Crawford was one of the most highly touted players in high school baseball, starring for California's Lakewood High School. Now, 1 year later, he's in Lakewood, New Jersey, starting at short for the BlueClaws in his first full professional season.
It's kind of the same thing, living by the water. It's kind of a lot colder, actually. A lot colder in California, but I could get some getting used to. Other than that, it's great. I love it here.
Last June, he shook Bud Selig's hand in Secaucus, New Jersey, when he was selected 16th overall in the first round by the Phillies. With a signing bonus just under $2.3 million, expectations are high in the organization.
Well, he brings a nice presence in the locker room and on the field. He's got a good bat, good eye at the plate, good discipline, pretty good fielder as well. I like to call him kind of a two-out shortstop. When there's a guy at third and 2 outs, they hit it to him, you're out of the inning.
Getting drafted, it was a dream come true. I've been wishing for that ever since I was a little kid, and to finally get that experience. Playing baseball every day, you don't get no better job in the world than doing that.
He's got the bloodlines of an elite athlete. His father, a 4-time All-Star in the Canadian Football League, and his cousin, a familiar face to baseball fans, 4-time All-Star Carl Crawford. After playing 53 games following his draft selection in 2013, he's getting used to the grind of over 140 games in his first year as a pro.
I learned a lot that you got to keep your head up. You're going to have bad games, but you got to keep reminding yourself, telling yourself that you got 100 more games, you still got every day to play.
It is 71.4 miles from First Energy Park to Citizens Bank Park, and J.P. Crawford knows that every at-bat and every inning is one step closer to his dream of reaching the major leagues.
I just plan on playing ball day by day, wherever I am, playing hard that day. No matter where I am, I'm just going to play hard. And if I get moved up, I get moved up.
How often do you think about it? How often do you think about the dream of making that major league debut?
Oh, every day. Every day I think about it.
Time for one more break. When we come back, we'll take you around First Energy Park. That's when BlueClaws Insider heads for home.
There's no better place to enjoy BlueClaws baseball than in one of the 4 hospitality areas around the ballpark. It's the perfect place to host a company outing or family party. The Investors Bank Picnic Outing features a 90-minute all-you-can-eat buffet in one of 3 different picnic areas around the ballpark. The menu includes favorites like honey barbecue chicken, Carolina pulled pork, macaroni and cheese, and more. On the second level, enjoy the BlueClaws game from the party deck on the first or third base side. A 90-minute all-you-can-eat buffet gets you started as you watch the action from stadium seating or tables and chairs near the built-in bar. The luxury suite features indoor and outdoor seating, cable TV, climate control, and wait service. The crown jewel is the Monmouth Medical Center Champions Club. Up to 60 people can enjoy this mega skybox with food, TV, a built-in bar, and the perfect view to watch all the action at First Energy Park. For more information, call the BlueClaws at 732-901-7000 and press 3.
Lakewood up 3-1 the pitch. Hit in the air to right. Toward the line might be playable. Cousins over near the bullpen. He has room. He makes the catch, and the game is over. The BlueClaws hold on and kick off the homestand in style with a 3-1 win.
Good evening, this is Chris Taffer, the acting general manager of the Lakewood BlueClaws. I want to welcome you guys to First Energy Park. I just love to take you around and show you all the great things we have around this ballpark. The grass area we have here is very unique compared to most of the ballparks around. We have a 365-degree concourse, which is pretty cool. We have a kids zone area that the kids can play in. We have a craft beer house that the adults can enjoy different types of beer. We have a center field bar. So our seating capacity is 6,200, but we'll hold over 8,000 people comfortably because of the grass area. Again, there's so much to do here. We might have 8,000 crowd and the seats will look empty because people are just walking around having a good time. I mean, we have a lot of local flair here. We have Charlie's Pizza. He has locations in Jackson, Lakewood, and Toms River. He's a real big name locally. We have Surf Taco, who everybody knows who Surf Taco is. They have I think they're up to 12 locations around here. New this year for us is Meathead Subs and Sloppies. Are located in Lakehurst. Their sandwiches are fantastic. Behind home plate, we added upstairs for us this year, new and we're proud of. When you were up there last year, there was just a bar. You couldn't see the field, you couldn't see the game, so we knocked down the wall, made some premium seating, added some drink rails, so the fan experience is way different upstairs and a positive. We're very unique here. We have monkeys riding dogs coming up. We're retiring Cole Hamels. We're going to have fireworks every Friday night, every other Saturdays. There's so much to do here. We want fans to come here being surprised, not knowing what they're going to expect. Every night should be different for them. We want them coming back time and time again, because that's what's important. And when they come, it's totally different. Our staff is the most important part of this aspect here. I tell people the front office is actually called the back office here. We're not the important ones. When it's time for the game, our game day staff's the most important. They see the most people. They're in the front lines, and they like to tell the fans have a Clawsome time. Clawsome is our thing. When you say Clawsome, somebody smiles, and then they start saying it back to you. So our game day staff has been here for 14 years, and there's been many of them that have been here for 14 years. They love what they do. I tell them nobody's getting rich. No one's getting rich working here, but they love what they do. They all have relationships with their people in the sections, and that's great. It's about building relationships here. Baseball is one thing, but people can forget about their life for 3 hours, and that's pretty unique. There's not a lot of places you can do that. So game day staff is very vital to us, and we love every one of them.
Before we say goodbye, it's time to give you two more great highlights, and they didn't come on the field here. They came in the stands. Yeah, you always got to be on your toes because foul balls are always flying around at First Energy Park. Check out this guy catching the ricochet and doing the right thing, giving the ball to his son. And one more great grab from the fans. Always be on your toes. You never know when that special souvenir comes your way here at First Energy Park. A reminder to log on to BlueClaws.com to see all the games scheduled this summer here at First Energy Park. And if you're coming to the Jersey Shore, make sure you check out the Blue Claws. It's a great day for the entire family. I'm Rich Crampanis. Thanks so much for watching this edition of Blue Claws Insider.
Come out to First Energy Park in June for Blue Claws baseball. On Monday, June 9th, the Blue Claws retired the jersey of Cole Hamels. The Philadelphia Phillies pitcher played in Lakewood in 2003, and the World Series MVP returns to First Energy Park to see his number join Ryan Howard as retired jerseys. Plus, kids eat free. On Wednesday, June 11th, get ready for the World Cup. The first 2,000 fans, 17 and under, get a USA Soccer t-shirt, courtesy of New Jersey Natural Gas. On Father's Day, what better present for Dad than to take him to the Blue Claws game against Hickory? After the game, bring Dad out on the field and play some catch at First Energy Park. And on Thursday, June 19th, Buster has some competition. The world-famous Philly fanatic makes an appearance in Lakewood when the Blue Claws take on the West Virginia Power. To order your tickets, visit BlueClaws.com to enjoy America's pastime and the Jersey Shore's best time. For more Jersey Shore sports, log on to shoresportzone.com.